Hey, Rick at that.
Hello, what's up this evening? Up in this game, yeah, I know you see it. All the way up, yeah, it's no deceiving. We ain't journey, but don't stop believing. Ain't no uno folk, yeah, it's a trio. Triple up, yeah, do it for our people. Ain't no splitting, yeah, it's always equal. And them boys cold, yeah, I say free, yo. Number one, yeah, we gon' talk about real. Old school player, not just hitting ring the bell. New Jersey brother with stories to tell. Delivering the real like he was handling the mail. Them got tired, bringing in the swag. Black and gold country, handling the bag. Tar Heel living, laughing and never mad. Plus a light skinned life that me and Real never had. Oh yeah, and then there's me. No doubt, man, the wildest of the three. Don't filter, incite, awaken in a dream. The absolute no F giver on the team. All three come together, man, know so well. Feeding off of each other, man, by no sale. Too strong with the vibes, man, ain't gon' fail. 3 shots to the dome, finna give y'all hell. 3 shots to the dome, turn us up, cause you know we on. 3 shots to the dome, recognize all of it on. 3 shots.
Yo. Hey.
Did we even test the mics?
We don't have to test them because mic check 1 2 1 2. We here, right? We set it off right now. We back again, back in the lab. There's always that one. There's always that one.
Obama
You know what I'm
ringtone.
saying? You got his Obama phone
Regular
that went
ass
off.
iPhone ringtone. Shit, I don't give a
It
fuck.
did that boom.
Don't give a damn.
Childish ass ring.
I didn't know that was his full. I didn't know that was his phone or his ankle.
I didn't know either. But
It's both.
welcome to
Edit.
They both
3
on
shots.
right now.
We gotta edit this out. Welcome to 3 shots to the dome. We back again, back in the lab. We're gonna set this one off with our 3 shots news. This is what we do. 3 shots news. Everybody got a little topic. Everybody jumping on their phones because they don't really know what they're gonna talk about. But we're gonna actually set this thing off today with a toast, right? Like we always do, and only 2 of us is gonna take a shot today because you know 2 of us are very responsible, in our lives. And, we don't, we ain't out here, what I'm saying, living our best life too good. We live in our, we doing what we do, and we stand safe with it. But I'm gonna pour my shot because my toast is actually going to my main man Sam here.
You can go directly to hell. Do not pass go either.
My shot is to Samuel
You can definitely go directly to hell. with that.
Samuel L. Smaxson over here. That's gonna be, and I'm sipping on the Rebel bourbon right here. This is the bourbon that I grabbed this like a week ago. It was hitting, it's nice and smooth. So I think I'm gonna rock with the Rebel for a minute. You know what I'm saying? He's the Rebel without a cause over here, but like I'm just representing him right now. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not looking for representation from anybody.
You should, Johnny Cochran, and you
straight.
be good to go.
Johnny did just like have.
Well, you know what I'm saying? What you got over here, Rebel?
What's up, everybody? Welcome to 3 Shots to the Dome.
2 shots.
I got this Ron Centenario,
You can't read.
straight from Costa Rica. It's Costa Rican rum.
I don't know why you expect this nigga to read that shit.
Thank you.
Yeah, you can't read that good.
Thank you to my friend for getting this to me. So I'm not a rum drinker, but hey, you gotta accept these gifts, man. These beautiful gifts that you get. So we're gonna try and see what it's about.
Mm-hmm.
Cheers, y'all.
At least he's pouring it in a Kraken cup. So the Kraken cup, that is a rum brand. So you're good. I'm
It smells pretty smooth.
It does actually smell pretty good. It almost smells wine-ish. Like it almost smells kind of like, it got a little sweet to it. I'm gonna have to see what that'd be like sometime throughout our viewing today, our recording. So we're gonna do what we do. And let's go ahead and put a shot. Do you want to sip the Fresco while we?
The fuck you think I'm doing? Why is it open?
I'm talking about when we got the same time. You want to still go with us? We should toast your Fresco or something.
do you touch your friskees? Take a damn shot.
Toast your Fresco.
I'm
Toast
toasting.
is shit.
Oh.
I'm toasting to Easter weekend. Whatever your
Listen, honestly, all jokes is
What you bring a God into this for?
because
You know my
we did got and everything.
But oh my God.
I am, all jokes aside, real shit. My toast is to Sam, and actually, it's really just a big ups because I really want him to stay strong in what he needs to do to handle his business so that he can come back to us and be able to participate in what we do here at 3 Shots and it not be a problem. So I'm really just wanting him to, handle his business and everything be good. So big ups to Sam.
I'm not even trying to have business out there to even make people think about a business that I need to take care of.
Well,
What the fuck
everybody
are you doing?
got to take care of business. You still talking to me recording? So you going don't argue your point when we trying to
Fuck y'all.
tell stuff. I mean, I told you that earlier. Y'all still
Fuck y'all, man.
Y'all ain't hear me.
I don't even want the damn freshman.
You ain't want that shit to begin with, nigga.
Nah, freshman smack. Fuck you talking about?
It don't. It's smack. Never mind.
You tripping like shit.
I try to show the man love, and you still, you know what I'm saying? He's so hostile. And so
Nasty.
It's different.
that's nasty and different. That's nasty.
It's 'cause-
That's nasty.
You drank some
It
shit
was-
called.
it was-
I'm chasing it with Guinness.
Listen, you drank some shit called.
You gonna chase it with Guinness? That's nasty as fuck too.
Man,
So you gonna quote unquote nasty and then nastier.
That's what I don't understand.
If you wanted to drink sandpaper, we could just melt some shit down from Home
That's what
Depot.
I'm saying. I got sawdust in the back. Like what the fuck?
what Eddie Murphy say back on the Golden Child? He said, "Good to keep the yang up."
He also said, "I want the knife, please."
Man, need a knife. Like get the knife. Stab the nigga in the gut. Like what is that?
God, no.
You gonna have to plug you after that, bro. You gonna be. He want a case of the Squizzards.
Guinness, if you want anybody to
Real
need to
man
sponsor
beer.
y'all,
Real man's beer.
he over there.
All right. Blackout juice. That's what that is.
That is
Donkey piss and prune juice
that
mix.
is terrible.
I don't know what he's doing. So we're going to just we're gonna jump into this. You know what I'm saying? Let's go to probably set it off with our soberest person here. Sam. You want to set off your news topic for today?
I really hope all the bad things will happen to you and only you.
You said it to me every third episode, so I'm used to it now. Second, is it second or is it the first?
It don't matter.
Everyone, go ahead.
I might be one of the most diabolical haters this side of the Mississippi, and
I'm
not
sure you are.
All right,
I'm sure
so-
you are, Cable Box.
My news. Jesus Christ, tore this toehead ass. Listen,
That's all good. What is that?
my motherfucking topic is talking about the two black people and the one other person that voted with the black people in Tennessee that were voted out of Tennessee legislature due to protesting for over gun violence, and it was a slew or a whole heap of the Caucasian Coalition representatives, Republicans of course, in Tennessee that voted them out. So that's my topic. Formally and first off, we know why the main part of the two black people got voted out in the Tennessee legislature. I mean, first of all,
Even she said it.
First of all, they was Democrats. Second of all, they was black. Third of all, they was black. And we all know gun violence is frowned upon by people who realize that gun violence is a major problem in America, but it's not frowned upon by, the NRA, the Republicans, the people that swear that guns aren't the issue. Yeah, we get it. Like, people with guns are the issue, but it's got to be some semblance of a way we can keep. Because it's always shootings at schools and random places, and it really doesn't have to be. But to get them kicked out over that, like for protesting, so y'all was all good January 6th last year. It was all great.
Yeah, but
you already know.
Another thing is with that, I think they're passing a law or just passed a law where they can now arm teachers in Tennessee.
Yeah, that's something they're working on. But I mean,
It's stupid.
It's dumb. Like, that's not the answer.
So we can do that, but if we protest the gun violence, so if a teacher ends up having a badass day and the student just crosses the line and they just say fuck it, then it's all good, right?
Yeah, that's just.
I mean, you think about. I mean, we had this conversation in one of our news episodes when I brought up
The teacher in
the
Virginia.
first grader or something. Yeah, that shot the teacher in Virginia. Like, I mean, it what's crazy is all this is happening, and like, it seems like on the back end from our point of view, there's like a kind of like a simple solution. Like, make a law that represents certain shit people can't just have certain shit. Like, make it harder for people to have guns and get guns. But like, it's like the solutions that the government is coming up with they're not working. They
made it worse.
They make it worse. Like, it's not actually working.
I mean, look at North Carolina. Now we can just get guns without any kind of,
You just go out and have
anything.
it. You don't have to get it. You don't have to get that buyer's permit or nothing.
Exactly.
Just go cop. Go cop what you want. And I mean, I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna stock up. I already got my stuff.
I mean, only thing you doing is opening the door and giving more business to funeral homes. That's all you doing.
You know what I'm saying? And we might have to invest in that too.
It's enabling idiots.
I'm thinking about opening up no second chance funeral home.
Yeah.
And that's gonna be.
I mean,
no second chance.
Don't nobody. I mean, you
it's a wrap funeral home.
Don't nobody believe in fighting no more, man. To settle disputes.
Everybody no more.
Everybody got to go to the
nines
era, and all this other stuff.
That's our era. Like we was coming up, we threw hands. Like that was we could settle things.
These men don't fight now.
These men ain't fighting nobody, man.
That's what I'm saying.
It take too long for them to put down their purse. So,
they was not. Guys is not fighting.
I wasn't going there because somebody gonna jump. That's homophobic. That's transphobic. That's phobic.
You really went there, huh?
Yeah, like
I have a MRS anyway. No, that's what they do. That's how they act.
So picking back
it's a satchel.
Picking back up on that.
You ain't delivered nothing.
It's a satchel.
It's a satchel. Indiana Jones, motherfucker.
Did they say what the next move is going to be in Tennessee with that?
I mean,
it hasn't been like put out.
You know, they can't put it really on blast like until they. Well, I think when they expel right now, they're working on the fact that they expelled the 2 black folk, and the white woman was like, I know it was because of skin color.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
And then there was a white woman that they voted out too.
So right now
that was with them.
Right now they're having to bat down. They're having to bat down the instant racial undertones that came out on that whole deal. So right now they're gonna work on that, and then they're gonna, spin us on with the whole gun law because they're not gonna change the damn thing, and it's gonna still be terrible.
Right. I mean, Kamala Harris spoke at Fisk University about it. Mm-hmm. So what she said was, according to this, a democracy says, let's go too out. A democracy says you don't silence the people. You do not stifle the people. You don't turn off the microphones when they are speaking. That's not what democracy does. Mm-hmm. So that's part of what she said while she was at Fisk University, which obviously she's backing these 3 individuals that were kicked out of the Tennessee legislature, which is a good thing. But then again, you think about the way this country is, it doesn't mean shit to them.
Don't mean a damn thing. It don't mean nothing. And like that, this topic is ongoing. It's a serious topic. It's a big deal. All of our followers, subscribers, everybody, put stuff in the comments, man. Let us know. Ask questions. You know what I'm saying? Like, give us your views on what you may know, because there's certain things that's happening in the news right now that like we're not up on. You know what I'm saying? We bring up these topics and we want y'all to kind of jump in and tell us, y'all's views, what you might have heard, what you might have, talk to somebody about, or even just your opinion on the whole situation. Definitely get into the comments, man, and get into like and subscribe on everything that we do, and follow 3 Shots, man. We trying to bring out stuff that got some substance, man. That means something. And I'll check with Sam. You still good on that, or you need more you want to dig into with that topic?
I mean, it's just really everything that was said is pretty much what you can say about it. You know what I'm saying? We all know why.
We know
why they were kicked out and everything. For obviously we know.
Is there any chance of them being reinstated?
No, they're working on it right now, though. They're supposedly. We'll just say
it's being worked on, but it's highly unlikely with the way their state is. You know what I'm saying?
No, they'll be reinstated because of the racial undertones. They end up reinstating them.
In theory, they'd have to. Yeah. But it's always a way people find loopholes, man.
Yep, on both ends, though.
Yeah, so
on both ends, so we have to respect that. But I'll pass the mic on. Oh, you want me to take on?
Yeah.
Well, I was getting to somewhat of a softer topic. I mean, that was jumping right into the deep end early with Seb's topic and the racial undertones and what we're dealing with this gun violence, man. That we can't seem to get a hold of. It's every time something happens and we get to digging into it, it pops off again, and it's like, it's like don't restart the shock.
Right.
This happened 300 some times in a year, like. We're having school shootings. This gun violence is crazy. So stop every time it happens. Stop the whole shock factor. Yes, these young people had to go into the Congress spot and let it fly. They had to let it bullhorns and go hard because how is people gonna be heard? And they're dealing with consequences of that, and all they were doing was speaking truth and what needed to really happen.
It's a guy I follow on TikTok. Every now and then he'll pop up and he'll say, hey, his normal thing is, hey, good morning. And then he'll hit out like Black History fact or some other fact with America. Mm-hmm. And sometimes he came up, and I think he's up to about 366 mass shootings that have happened in the U.S. this year alone.
This year alone, and we're only.
How many of them are by white people?
I'd have to go back and
If you had to
listen.
guess.
If I had to guess, it's
The percentage is way higher than it is black folk.
it's an overwhelming majority. I don't want to give a percentage, but if we be, I mean, that's like
Not what we do. Like
that's like the white person that went and shot up the Christian school in Tennessee.
man, it happened a while back
And
in Pittsburgh.
we're putting more emphasis on the fact that it was a transgender person than the fact that this man or woman, whatever
They
the
always
case
gonna
may
find a way
be.
to spin it.
No, fuck all that. You killed
They always gonna
six
find a way to spin it.
people.
Yeah.
3 of us was children.
Once I heard the kid, that was it for me.
I mean,
That's just
Yeah, I mean, come on, man.
and it's like I don't give a shit.
We
If
talking
you,
about man.
I don't give a shit about you misrepresenting who this person was. At the end of the day, man, woman, that's a fucking murder who kill people innocent, innocent people for no fucking reason. Why? For what? I don't give a damn if it was a trans woman or whatever the case may be, black, trans, white, Asian. Who cares? Went in there with a gun and killed innocent people, man. Miss me with that bullshit, man. But go ahead, Tom.
When it comes to protecting kids, man, race don't matter.
It don't matter what it is.
It don't
man.
mean nothing. None of it means just watch these kids, man.
It don't matter what it is.
It's got to be about the kids first.
And I don't care what color that baby is.
And we like it hit different for us because we all parents.
Right.
We all parents. We all have to send our kids somewhere every day, and have to kind of feel comfortable in thinking that our kids are safe.
Yeah.
And like we don't really know. Not no more. Like that feeling is different. My kids go to school with my wife, so like that's the plus for me.
Yeah.
Like man, I know that my kids are like if my kids ain't safe, my wife ain't either. So I'm in route.
Yeah.
Right.
But for you know what I'm saying, for someone like you, Rail, like you saying, your kids got to get on a bus and go to school. You know what I'm saying? Like right now, your kids are
we
super.
drive.
Yeah, y'all take them even still.
Yeah,
but y'all drop them off at school and then y'all both you and you know what I'm saying
They're well trained.
to know what the hell they got to do. It's a whole different ballgame. But we didn't get that training when we was in school because it wasn't really going down like that. It was different.
It wasn't a whole bunch of.
That shit ain't really hit till Columbine.
It ain't really Columbine set the thing.
That's what I'm saying.
But the thing is, a whole lot of stuff was happening even before Columbine. But like,
It's-
it wasn't being broadcast
It's-
because of what
it's-
it was because of what it was going to cost. Like
See,
what we're
back
doing
then
now.
it wasn't quote unquote gun violence. It was other things. Well, that's another story for another day.
Exactly
And social media
makes a difference.
makes a difference.
Makes a difference because people are posting things right away. Like they're going live right off the jump. So you know,
It's easy
It's,
to get that shit out there.
I mean, really,
Yeah.
like when we get into talking about gun violence, man, and these school shootings and protecting these kids, like that's one topic really that could take up 3 Shots News all by itself.
Right.
I mean, we can get to that. I mean, we can use up a whole half hour on that whole deal. But I'll move into another segment for 3 Shots News today. I am a father of a AAU player. Now he's young, basketball player, and he's young, and you know it's just the beginning for him. But you know, with tournaments and everything that I have attended and what I've gotten into, and me and my wife have gone and been a part of things, and it's a whole different world. It's a different life that I wasn't aware of. You know, I played ball growing up, but I wasn't an AAU guy. Like, that wasn't my era. Like, AAU wasn't big in my era. So, it was like, coming to this, I mean, I heard about it. I would catch stuff on YouTube and stuff like that. And then I went to a tournament in Greensboro, North Carolina this past weekend. And I paid $8 for 2 bottled waters at this tournament after spending $80 for me and my wife to go and watch my son play. And that was for the weekend pass. It was $80. Like I paid $2,000.
So they charging parents to go see their kids play?
Yes.
Oh,
I
shit.
paid $80.
That's what you gotta pay to play.
Now granted, the tournament was at the Greensboro Coliseum where the ACC holds their ACC tournament every year. So the venue was major. It was a big deal. And it was dope. I mean, don't get me wrong, it was dope. But I spent over $2,000 for my son to play for his AAU organization. Now, he tried, I paid $30 for him to try out. He made the team. They wanted him to play. Now, granted, my son is 10 years old. He's 5'4", 150 pounds. We're just out 10-minute shoe. Like, yeah, they wanted him to play. And we played in 2 tournaments so far, and we ain't seen a kid his size yet. So I get it, but I dropped over $2,000 for him to be a part of this organization, and I go to my first tournament, and it costs for the weekend pass. It costs $25 for me, $25 for my wife, and $25 for my 6-year-old son to watch my son play basketball. That shit is disrespectful on whatever level you think. Now I get it. You got these organizers got to pay for the venue and all that type of stuff. Now the first tournament I paid that $75 for us to go watch my son. That was at a church. It was at a church gym.
Oh, you ain't doing nothing but tired.
In Nightdale.
He was tired.
All I was doing was help paying to get that, make that communion juice be right. You know what I'm saying? Come,
he was tired.
Whatever. I mean, but I mean, like we really the discussion really has to happen. Like the cost of the AAU situation is ridiculous. Like, thank God I'm blessed enough that like me and my wife can cover this stuff. But like, we don't want to. If we don't have to, like it's not that it's like it's nothing negative about it. Like, other than the fact that like it costs a lot of money. Like, I mean, like snacks. Like, I got a Snickers at one of these games, one of these tournaments, and it costs like $2-3 a Snickers. I instantly wasn't hungry no more. I was like, how much is it at? $3. I was like, I'm gonna just eat my inside of my teeth or something. I'm gonna just eat the food that I got caught from last night. I'm not paying $4 for a damn Snickers. I paid $8 for a water. I walked up to the concession stand real regular. You know what I mean? Like, yo, let me get 2 bottled waters. And
that shit hungry
let me get 2 bottled water. You know, I don't even need no stuff because I can, that wife got something in the bag. You know, we always put something in the, we had to put something in the big purse. You know what I'm saying? So she had snacks or whatever. I'm like, but I need it. It wasn't the time. It was her purse. It was her bag. So it was a real purse. It was a real purse. So I'm like, let me just get 2 bottled waters. He's like, okay, young blood. He grabbed it. He's like, $8. I'm like, I said I want water. Water. I said, no, that's water, bro. He's like, yeah. He said, Aquafina. I said, Aquafina don't cost that much. I said, I asked for water. I said, 2 bottled water. Y'all got a spigot back there? Y'all got some cups? Like, for $8 for 2? I mean, not big bottle water. It wasn't like the smart water dips that you can drink with the squirt top and you can like drink it all day. This was a little 16-ounce, 2 16-ounce bottled waters. From Dollar Tree, cost me $8. I didn't drink water no more that weekend. I was anti-water. I was dehydrated when I got home Sunday.
But they don't been old school, been drinking spit.
But like we have to it has to make sense like to somebody that like in these situations, in these costs. I mean, first of all, I paid $2,000 for him to be a part of the organization, the AAU organization. That includes, now granted, there's 8 tournaments that he's automatically going to be a part of. There's clinics and there's camps that he's also that pays for that. Mm-hmm. He gets like a whole bunch of hours of basketball time, like on the court. So that kind of made sense. But then I was like, okay, so what about his uniform and his bag? They're like, oh yeah, you got to pay for that. It was a book bag, a uniform, a T-shirt, a tag that go on his book bag that says that I got to write his name on with a Sharpie. That package cost $200. Yeah. So now we at $2,200. My son, being he's 10 years old, he's already 5'4", I had to buy him sneakers. Because them 9.5, his toe was banging the top of them sneakers. And if we're going to go out and we're going to run hard, I got to upgrade him now.
Zion bust out the shoe.
You don't want him to bust out the sneaker. So I had to go in. So now he's wearing hoop sneaks. He got 3 pairs. I bought another pair of shoes today. Another $80. So all in all, since he started AAU, I've spent almost $3,000. And
crazy part is that's low end.
That's low end.
That's crazy to think about.
But like, if your daughter You got 2 daughters. If you develop them like I want them to be hoopers,
I already know.
and you start that process, you got twin daughters. If you put the rocket in, you are track. I know track ain't cheap.
Track ain't cheap.
Track is just as expensive.
That's what I'm saying. And track really don't start till about 10.
Different cities every year. Nah, track started at 3.
Track start early.
I was told that track don't really start till 10 years old, but I mean,
We
now I'm finding out. But like, it's not cheap though.
3 or 4 years old.
It ain't cheap.
No.
And then what about the fact that we got to keep these kids like in shape and prepared for this?
Yeah.
Like I'm saying, we got to try to maximize their.
Yeah. I mean, I'm just not a. I'm one of like a. I don't even know how to put it, but I'm not
A proponent of AAU and everything.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of AAU. I haven't been, you know. And well, for me, it goes back to the integrity of the game.
It's not
the
good.
game itself. Like to me, it doesn't teach that much. It just brings out your one-on-one skills. That's it.
It's all ISO ball.
It's not.
When you get to a certain age,
And that's why the games changed. College
Yeah.
basketball changed, and NBA changed.
And I agree. I agree. But it's like
it's a gift and a curse because it does.
But how do you?
There's exposure out there.
But how do you? If the exposure is, if that's where the exposure is, if that's where these scouts and these prep schools and stuff are looking at these young bulls, then how do you get around that? And if you want your kid to go next level,
Easy. Parents went away from what old school parents used to do. Well, parents that I know and the athletes that I played with, we filmed our own games. We were our agents, so to speak.
You cut up your own highlights.
We
put them
recorded
together.
our games. We recruited them because the one thing I know about North Carolina, these coaches.
They don't put anybody out there like that.
And I don't want to disrespect the coaches because they do a really great job with their kids. But when it comes to promoting kids and pushing kids and getting them to D1, because most kids want to play D1, but a lot of them are. But a lot of these coaches don't put forth the effort because there's so many kids.
I mean,
I get it.
They hardly put forth the effort to make it to put D2 out there.
I put more onus on the parents. They need, you got social media now.
Mm-hmm.
It's easy. Well, not easy, but it's a lot easier to create a highlight clip and for it to go viral than to go to one of these AAU tournaments where there's 3,000 kids in a whole weekend.
Yeah.
Or a
oh my
month.
goodness, bro! Like, when I went to
You know,
Greensboro,
it's like-
it was mind blowing.
So
I was like,
yeah,
there was a dude
People need to do the
at the entrance of this tournament, bro, that had like 900 pair of sneakers set out for sale. Like there was a million kids, bro.
They-
I
sell
other than
alcohol,
school, I ain't never
they
seen.
do
It's an easy hustle
It's
at
a-
an AAU tournament.
But it's crazy.
Hell,
But this is
at
the
any
thing.
one of these tournaments, it's
But
an
this
easy
is the
hustle.
thing.
It's a gift and a curse.
Yeah.
This is the thing.
That's just what.
And this is what I've done, and I've even showed y'all. You know what I'm saying, what I'm doing. Like I said, like I created an Instagram page for my son, and
There you go. What
and
I'm
that
talking
and
about.
that. You know what I'm saying, so that old school shit is what.
That's what I'm telling you.
I didn't need you to tell me that now. You know what I'm saying, I had already started. That ball's already been
Parents don't
rolling.
know. Most parents
Don't know. But the thing
Yeah,
is, but no.
go.
But this is the thing. I learned that going to AAU practice. The parents was like, "Yo, get these coaches and all that. Like, you need to create an Instagram page for yourself. You control that page and everything that you record when this stuff, put it on that page."
You can send them the 10 cans.
And I found out there's a state hoops ranking page on Instagram
Yes.
where they rank your kid from, I'm talking about class of 2020 now to
Fourth grade on.
from fourth grade on. You know what I'm saying? So like I'm trying to get Legend ranked in the state for 2031.
Just put in.
But I just got to keep getting material. Like I'm saying, like I'm fostering his growth. He wants to be great. He said he wants to be good. And he's like, all I want to do is hoop, Dad. I want to be a superstar. He's like, I don't want to just hoop. Like I want to be great. And I'm like, all right. So like I don't have to tell him. Like I had to come in here at 9 o'clock last night, 9:15 last night. I came in this garage and was like, yo, Legend, go to bed, bruh. He was out here on that dribble up system in front of the thing, working on it. I'm like, dude, like you've done that for like 4 hours today. Go to bed.
Yeah.
But like, he wants it. So he makes my life easy.
Yeah.
But he also does not have a part-time job that we pay for this shit. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah,
What I'm saying is I need to start
He gonna
selling.
eat more than you, son.
That's what I'm saying.
That's
He's
what
going to
mine
be
is.
bigger than me by 6th grade. He's going to be bigger than me. He's in 4th grade, bro.
Well, I'll gladly trade places with you because my son raped me.
For now, I've seen his son. His son is a tall, big, slender guy.
6'8", size 17 shoe.
That's what I'm saying. He's a tall,
Oh, you
slender
good in the Ross clearance, right?
Yeah.
No, they don't sell them shit.
They don't, not
Not
on
no more?
17. Not on 17.
Hey,
They're not on
Used to randomly
17.
find
He-
out.
he's a pre-order guy.
And what's the first thing? What's the first thing I got? What you want? J's.
No, they don't even make them. No,
like, so you want the Korean joints? The ones that look like.
you want the Japanese.
They want
one?
the shit Jordan
You
on the
want,
car.
you want the Jordans. You went to your time. You went to your time. I can just bring your time. I get you
Man,
them.
look.
I get you some Gordons, no doubt.
Them
I
replicas,
got you.
Them replicas look like Jays until a sneakerhead walk upon your ass.
I get you
I'm
some.
gonna give
I
you
get
some
you a first pair.
Jordache and a Gordon Gartrell shirt.
Oh my God.
I mean, some
That's
P.
awful.
I'm gonna get you some PAs. I need some
Don't get
PAs.
you them old shacks.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Get you some John Stockton shorts.
Some Love Shacks.
That's what they like now anyway.
I get you some Shack Attacks. You know what I'm
You
saying?
can't be 6'8" John Stockton. You can't do it, dog.
My,
But it's-
my son was 6'5" at age 10, so man.
That's what I'm saying. Like legend. Like no, you have to say something. If you Google,
I was only 6'5" on a video game.
if you Google Shaq's growth rate, his growth chart. When he was 10 years old, he was 5'3", 135 pounds.
Yeah.
Legend is 10 years old. He's 5'4", 150.
Yeah.
So like, yeah, like the doctors don't know. They're like, hey, he can stop at 6'5", 6'6". He's like, honestly, he's like, Mr. Davis, I honestly don't see your son being under 6'6". He said, but he could grow to be 7 feet tall. We don't know. I don't know. But no one knows.
That's what they said. They projected my son to be 7'1",
He stopped at 6'8".
Well, how old is he now?
21. It'll be 21 in July.
But my uncle, I have an uncle who's 6'4". He hit a growth spurt at 22 years old, 21 years old. And he hit this like weird growth spurt and went up. My dad went to the military and came back and saw his brother. His brother was like 4 inches taller than him, like over that, like boom.
The tallest person in my family is my brother, who's 6'3". So
He beat
once he
him.
passed him, I said, "Yo, I checked the mailman, the pool."
I don't know like who. No, but that's the thing. Like my wife's dad is 6'4", 6'5", 300. My wife, her dad is like one of like 13, 14 kids. Her grandmother was like 6'1". So like, she had uncles that was 6'10", like 6'9".
That's crazy.
So like, legend is.
There's
We don't
genes
even
there.
know. Like, the genes is crazy. The tallest dude on my family that I recall, that I know of, was like 6'3", 6'4". So like, I have 6 foot and up in my
How
family.
tall are you?
I'm 5'11". But like, that's like,
I ain't gonna ask.
I'm actually 5'8", but you don't go to hell.
yeah.
I didn't ask for his life. My dad was 5'9", my mom was 5'2". The fuck you think I was doing?
I'm 5'8".
The fuck?
Sideways that he was growing.
Drinking milk, eat your vegetables. Y'all go to hell with that bullshit. I
You just grew thick.
Nothing I can do about that shit. Nothing I can do
You one
about
of them wide shouldered niggas.
that shit.
It's all good, bro. We
come-
still love your laugh.
All right, so
I don't know, man.
what's the solution?
We'll pick you up and help you get the shelf
What's
top
the
shelf.
solution to AAU sports?
I was hoping you was gonna tell me that. I was hoping
Is
you
there
was gonna
really a
give me
solution?
That's what I'm saying. Like, I mean,
Like really think about it. Is it really a solution? Because at the end of the day, the parents and everybody can't control the payments of AAU.
I honestly think that the AAU organizations should start working directly with like schools.
Either work with schools or work for like better sponsorship through the actual organization.
Well, really, the cost of these things, the cost of AAU, I believe, in my belief, is because of the venues and getting
No.
up and get it.
They're
it-
expensive no matter where you
Yeah,
go.
they expect organizations expensive in general.
but that's because they have to pay for venues for these tournaments.
They can have a AAU tournament in this garage and they'll charge the same price. It's all about money with
Yeah.
them, man.
But it's not about money though. What's not about money?
Which is the problem. So that's why you answered your own question in terms of
But
what
it would
we
never
do to
work
change
in
it.
school
Yeah,
because AAU ain't gonna give up the money.
and the school ain't gonna back the AAU system.
So would you say that the solution would be starting an organization that kind of like is not AAU? Like that does things in a more feasible, like almost like I don't want to use a negative thing like low functioning.
In my opinion, it's too far gone now. There's no stop.
Yeah, like you remember, like you from a different era. You young, but you older. Like you remember like church league shit, like church league basketball. Remember church league basketball games, like church leagues in general. Yeah. Like I grew up playing church league games. Like, it didn't cost much. I might have paid like $30 or something like that to be on the team, but like that was like to get my shirt.
Yeah. That's still cheaper than lifetime hoops.
It's like even youth football. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
football is better too now.
We had Pop Warner. That was it.
Pop Warner, but Pop Warner was upper echelon.
There's AAU. There's 11 under 12. Like the one thing I don't get about youth sports now is like these people are having these kids in high school play Pop Warner.
Mm-hmm.
Which is crazy.
Like I don't. What is that?
It shouldn't be no 14, 15
on top of this 7-on-7 mess that's gonna get worse.
I think that
like, come on,
AAU
man.
basketball
getting rankings and offers off of 7-on-7.
I think AAU basketball should stop in 8th grade. I think kids should have to play high school basketball. The grades are being monitored, all that. Because when I was playing ball when I was in high school, like if you ain't had a grade, you ain't played.
That's fair.
Well, it wouldn't work now because high school kids can get paid, and schools would try to take their money.
Not even just that. I mean, people getting offers and shit off of AAU before they even like start their high school basketball season. You know what I mean?
That's different as fuck. I'm sorry, y'all.
You asked for that. Just want you to know that. You asked for that, bro.
3 Shots News. I would have died. I didn't know what.
This is the second news episode where he almost died off of a shot. Y'all remember the last news episode where he had some conviction?
Sweated it?
Bruh. Stop taking what Real's drinking, dog.
Man, Real becoming interesting shit. I mean, I
from now on, wherever he walks in with, don't drink it. Stick with your own bottle and save yourself.
All right, so we gotta go ahead and cut this down a little bit.
Where we at?
I don't know.
Man, all right.
Bro, what you got?
Just rolling with it.
No, we only got like a half hour right now. So we're gonna move on, you know what I'm saying? So AAU costs too damn much. But we gonna have a solution.
Put in the comments what you think.
Hit the comments on what, you know what I'm saying, like what we can really do about AAU. And if you feel like AAU, like, hey, it is what it is, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, look, regardless, I'm gonna pay the bread because I want my son to be great, and I'm gonna give him everything I can to help him reach his dream. It's just expensive as hell, and I respect that, but it gotta just be what it is. You know what I mean? I love it, but I love watching him play. I love to see him grow, and I'm gonna keep working with him. You know what I'm saying, so he can be great. And don't get it twisted, y'all parents out here, work with your kid when it ain't practice, when they ain't AAU, because if your kid's a beast, believe me, you ain't gonna have to pay all that money. They gonna come looking for him.
What you got, bro?
Or her. What you got, bro?
So I'm gonna switch.
Don't cut me off no more, bro. Don't do that no more. Don't try to cut me off and say, what you got, bro? So don't do that.
What you got, bro?
What you got? I'll kick you in that box.
Go ahead. Go ahead. My kids do whatever.
Electrocute the shit out you. You better leave me alone. I'll put water on it.
Go ahead. You do realize you take showers with motherfucker.
So,
Okay.
so
I didn't mean water. I meant
It's on camera with
splash
you,
shit
so
with
it's all good.
Splash you up. Hit you with his heady. Nigga,
It's all good. It's on
see
camera.
you in 3 months, nigga.
Not worried about it. It's on camera. I'm not worried about
we
it.
gonna get a little bit more serious on this topic, man.
I was seriously broke about that. I don't know what you're talking about. But
This topic, man, everybody knows I'm a diehard Michigan fan. You know, it's always fuck Ohio State. But in this case, man, I want to talk about
Caleb Love coming, man.
the two Caleb hate,
Don't do
but
that.
the two
That's not special.
the two Ohio State football players, man, that were falsely accused of kidnapping and rape of a young woman.
Man.
The trial went on for a while,
Like 2 years?
2 or 3 years.
Yeah.
And then came to find out that they were
Falsely
found
accused.
not guilty.
Wasn't there.
And so they're trying to get back in college right now. They're in the transfer portal. I hope somebody picks them up and gives them another try because they're really good dudes, man. I watched their episode. I forget which podcast it was. but I did watch them, man. Two cool dudes, man. So we definitely got to support them because this type of stuff happens a lot.
Too much.
With no type of
Repercussions.
repercussions, whatever. So we got to change that, man. So I just, it is sickening, man, that these two kids' lives are almost ruined because of what?
And the fact that like it lingers. You know what I'm saying?
It
Like,
never goes
like
away.
it don't really go away. I mean, although although they were because they were falsely accused, that sticks.
Yep, forever.
And then, although they were told, oh no, y'all didn't do it, you're right. But you already said I did.
Right.
And now I gotta deal with that forever now. Like there's gonna be some people gonna be, I don't believe that was what it is. You did it.
Exactly.
Like that's something that these young kids these young boys gotta live with.
They're guilty
And like
forever.
they're guilty forever to somebody. It might not be to everybody, but it's to somebody. And that's a bad. I mean,
It's so bad that
yeah, pray for it.
some colleges won't even give them a chance now because of that.
It's probably
Just because
Because they're bringing a
it'll
negative
be
energy.
a majority of D1 schools that won't give him a chance.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I think the only chance he might probably have is either low D1 or FCS level. To be honest, as unfair as that sounds, because they were D1 prospects and got screwed over by a female.
Oh no, they were like legit.
They
That's
were
what I'm saying, like,
legit.
That's what
One
I'm
was
saying.
a captain.
Yeah,
But that's what I'm saying. Like,
nice.
Ohio State D1 prospect, you know what I'm saying? But then, like, after this, no D1's going to touch you. Because now they have these images to uphold and shit like that. When there's things going on all over D1 campuses
Right.
that's being, like,
Florida,
literally hidden.
Florida State might take them.
Like
Child, please, not with Novell.
the political side of sports
Florida will take
is
Pitt need to take them.
terrible. Who?
Pitt.
Why you gonna say it to my city like that? Don't do that. No, they can come to Pitt. I hope Pitt do sign them. They won't.
They won't.
They won't.
They
If
won't.
you don't,
Definitely won't.
if you don't know a politically searched team,
Bro, Pitt
organization, university,
definitely is not.
that is racial and everything else.
Bro.
The city of Pittsburgh is treacherous, bro. A lot of people don't know that. Pittsburgh, the city of Pittsburgh, Western Pennsylvania, is one of the most racist cities in this country.
Yeah,
They're like top 3, 4.
I know.
You know what I'm saying? I was born and raised there. Oh, I know. You don't talk about racial divide. Pittsburgh is the real deal. So now I live in North Carolina now. Been here for years.
Ain't too far behind.
No,
Yeah, we I ain't saying we completely. But we're in a country. Is it not though? At this point, it's spreading everywhere. It don't matter. Midwest, you want to go Midwest, you want to go East Coast, West Coast. It is what it is. But these young boys they have a large mountain to climb, and to get back. And I wish them the best. I pray for them. I pray for them. Not only them, but like there's several other young ballers that are going through similar situations that didn't hit the news. That didn't hit. What about them? Because all this stuff don't hit the news. The media give us what they want.
Remember that guy? It was in Georgia. Maybe in Georgia. I can't think it was in Georgia. But he was about to go off to college and got hit with a quote unquote sexual assault allegation.
The one I made a movie about?
Yeah,
him.
yeah,
Brian Banks.
yeah.
Was
Brian
he-
Banks.
was he in
Banks.
jail?
No, he went to jail though.
He
went
went to
to jail. He was actually down for
California,
years.
I think.
So it was USC then.
I think.
Yeah.
Yeah,
well,
something
They
like
made
that.
a movie about him.
Yeah,
he completely lost everything off of a BS allegation.
Yeah. He was going. I think the Falcons gave him a trial. That's why he
They
said.
Yeah,
did
yeah.
give him a trial. Yeah,
But I just remember the story before it became a movie.
Well, no, he was from Georgia. He was
Yeah, that's
from
what I'm
he
saying.
was from
I
Georgia.
remember the story before
But-
it became a movie.
But you're right though. You're right. That because he went to jail.
He lost
And
everything.
he actually had to sit down for years, like a couple years. Like that set him back.
And the worst part is nothing happens to the people who make the allegations.
And that's what I was about to ask. Like, why is that?
Well, in the majority of the cases, they're part of that population. I'm just
Like,
saying.
So,
Like-
what should be the penalty for the woman?
Isn't that like asking the question of like why like Bill Cosby was put on trial for things that happened 20, 30 years ago, but like the woman that confessed to lying about Emmett Till, nothing happened to her?
You know why?
Ain't that the same thing?
Yeah.
When you really think about that, that's the breakdown.
So,
it is what it is.
correct me if
you
I'm
made a
wrong.
mistake. He's dead now.
Yeah.
His family,
correct me if I'm wrong though. Lying on the stand is perjury, right?
Yes, sir.
And that's a felony offense, correct?
There's no doubt about it.
You see where I'm going with this?
Mm-hmm.
So why is it we can make these kind of statements and things like that and nothing ever happens? It doesn't make sense at all. You know what I mean?
You're right. You're absolutely right, bro.
If you got fraudulent, things that you say, you go to jail for.
Yep.
Depending on who you are. You make perjury statements, you go to jail, depending on who you are. It's not fair that you can say this man assaulted me, and then it comes out later it was consensual, and he was mad about the fact that he didn't do this.
He didn't really like me that much, so I was pissed.
You see what I'm saying? Like
no, okay, you're gonna go to jail pissed. Like, be mad about that.
No,
That's how it should be.
But it should be like that. But unfortunately, we live in a system where the accuser doesn't get the same type of penalties as the person who was accused.
Nope.
Which makes no sense. And then you throw in the racial undertones, that makes it even worse.
Stay tuned for our next episode.
This is why we made sure Real went last. You'll see.
Yeah.
So, but no, it just doesn't make sense. Even you made the Florida State comment, Jameis Winston. All that stuff came out with all the she did. He was on phone cameras and everything, and people still talk about Jameis like he really assaulted that girl.
Hey, they had proof that, you know what I'm saying, Ben Roethlisberger, the chick followed him into the mouth.
Well, he did it.
He did it.
No lube.
At all. Beretta did that shit.
He did it.
Him and OJ did it.
But this is the thing though.
OJ did a lot.
But this is the thing. What we're talking about though. I feel what y'all saying, but like what we're talking about is they weren't actually found guilty of anything.
No. You got the Duke lacrosse situation, which is a reverse.
But the public has convicted them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So when you think about that, if you can accept the public perjury of the Ben Roethlisbergers and the O.J. Simpsons, you have to accept the perjury of the Ohio State players.
Can we really say OJ is? That's probably something different.
He brought OJ up.
I just said he was guilty.
Yeah, OJ killed him up.
Yeah.
Nigga wrote a book.
But what I'm saying is he was found not guilty. So so was the Ohio State boys. But
I think you can't really compare it to
No, I wouldn't compare them.
No. I don't think it was a comparison situation.
Okay.
But but at the same time, when we go into that angle, when we take that angle, we're talking about, they were found, like in the court of law, they were found innocent. But public perjury is what they're dealing with.
Yeah, the public perception
and what they're going to deal with for the rest of their life. So what I'm saying is the same way you say, oh no, Ben did it, right? He wasn't convicted of anything, but he did it, right? You know what I'm saying? Kobe, did he do it?
No.
Kobe didn't do it.
Well, no.
He was accused.
Yeah.
He was accused, and he was found not guilty.
But the public perception right after happened, so Kobe did.
Did Michael Jackson do it?
Hell no.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Michael Jackson touched the babies.
He damn sure did.
So they did the whole. We'll have a discussion about this another time.
We're talking about now. Now the topic is switched to public perjury.
They did an over 10-year investigation, never found anything.
Listen to me.
Public perjury, bro.
Listen to me. No kid should be having sleepovers when a grown ass.
Oh, I'm not. No,
we're not saying that was what it was supposed to be.
Listen, Michael Jackson put Michael Jackson and R. Kelly in the same damn boat. They both did it. They all paid those parents off. The parents took that money and ran.
But the parents, why wasn't the parents held accountable?
Why would they? They're not gonna turn themselves in.
Here we go.
But no. It's not about turning themselves in. But why aren't the parents? We're talking about public perjury.
The parents should be charged.
But should the parents should be dealing with the public perjury that these people found innocent that didn't do it? Why aren't the parents dealing with the same public perjury?
Because they're nobodies.
There you go.
But everybody's somebody though.
Compared to.
But everybody's somebody though.
Depends on whose eyes you're looking through.
You're gonna be nobody if you got to deal with public perjury. These boys from Ohio State may end up being nobody because of the public perjury.
They're automatically somebody's because of the gravity of the situation that they're in.
Well, here's why I think their situation is gonna be different. Because not only were they found not guilty, but when
Speak up in the mic, bro.
we're in this social media era and they're going on all the major platforms.
So
So
everybody's
that's
hearing
going to
about it.
spark a lot
You're
of
putting
conversation.
it. Social media makes a difference. Social
Yeah.
media, the presence of social media makes a big
And
difference.
they've got a great PR team. So yeah, I think their situation's going to change, but I still think the number one priority in that case should be the woman. She should go to jail.
No doubt about it.
Not just
That needs
I
to
don't
be brought in.
understand why it's
I
not-
mean,
that should go.
filing a false report is a real deal.
That should go for anybody making.
I
It
false
should make a, it should
false
make, yeah,
accusations.
it should make a
I
difference.
can't go to the police and say, "Hey, two Becky's raped me."
That's the second time you use that word. You know we're not supposed to
Well,
use that word. Like,
If that, first of all, that's impossible.
no, it's not impossible.
Ain't no two nobody's gonna rape me.
Third time we used the word. Okay.
That, what you mean?
I'm just saying.
I'm not. I didn't say. I
Do
didn't
we
say.
really want to use that word?
Right,
Like,
rape?
Yes.
I mean,
I'm
rape
only
happens.
saying
Rape is
that
a real
because,
thing.
I'm only saying
I
that
watch one on the
because-
SVU. Rape
Okay.
happens all the time.
No two Beckys are gonna Michael Jackson me.
No two females are gonna rape most men in general.
This man had so many other options that he could use to describe that situation. He decided, this motherfucker.
I mean, okay, so you're gonna be you.
No, I'm talking about terror over there.
So, I mean, I'm saying. So you saying you can't be raped? Can you be raped by two women?
Yes,
Yeah, it's a possibility. It can
They
happen.
can
Let's not act
drug
like it can't.
they can.
I mean,
do
what
it.
if they drugs?
Exactly.
Different.
That's all. That's.
I wasn't thinking about drugs.
Yeah,
I was
like-
thinking about
Look,
vaginal.
if you talking about,
Look,
if you talking
Bill
about,
Cosby done showed everybody the way.
He did.
God, dog, bro, like shit.
Well,
If I take a shot and get sleepy, Uber.
oops, or I got in it.
If I feel
But-
my drawers around my ankles, I'm going home.
But are you
This
though?
man talking about taking.
You may not make
Like,
it if you get hit with a Quaalude.
I said I like Quavo. I didn't want a Quavo.
The Quavo and Quaalude is different.
It really is.
I gave you
That's
something
two different
different.
things.
Them are two different brands of Get Right.
Christ, bro.
So yeah, we just ruined 3 Shots News. Thank
This shit was
you.
ruined from the
Thank
beginning.
you
It
too.
kind of was. Like, we just, Jesus Christ.
Hey, but that's why we do what we do. We 3 shots. Listen, we got to wrap it up from
Oh,
3
my
Shots
God.
News. We ain't even gonna shoot our way out because I think we've already shot ourselves in the foot.
Yeah.
So
We're already right.
follow us. We've already been raped. All of us have been
Raped.
raped. Raped or raped?
Yes.
Oh, we've been raped.
What the
You got raped. Okay. We're out of here. Don't touch my bottle again because you got the nasty shit over there. Love y'all. Follow us. Subscribe. 3 Shots to the Dome.
We out.
We do what we do. We wild as hell. We out. Cable Box, you want to say something? Direct TV, you got anything? Okay. We out. Hey, be cool, Jack. We good.